Hello YouTube, welcome to Wait, that's the wrong intro. Hi YouTube, it's Biscord, and today we're going to be discussing Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 139 to 141. And I said this in my last video that I released yesterday or 2 days ago, where I said I will be occasionally taking 3-week breaks on chapter reviews to create a 3-chapter review and turn it into a story like the comic story and YouTube channel, but with manga and anime instead. Now with that said, I will take a short break to thank everybody on the massive achievement on 2.1 thousand views according to my YouTube analytics on my last Jujutsu Kaisen video, which makes me happy. It shows me that I should be making more Jujutsu Kaisen content and as well as more YouTube videos. So that has me over the moon and I'm happy. So thank you everybody for supporting this channel, and I hope that you continue to do so. I hope you can continue to support this channel throughout, and with that said, opening. Alright, quick reminder, if you like what you see, just consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell to help with this YouTube algorithm, as I will be doing more of this thing whenever I can, so just stay updated on that. I have nothing else to say, so let's get into it. The world is in chaos, but it's quiet. Too quiet. Clapping can be heard in the still of the cursed night, and one boy can be seen, Yuji Itadori, clapping his hands like a form of echolocation. And it seemed to work when BOOM! The cursed spirits made their appearance and Yuji starts running away, leading them somewhere when suddenly we cut to Choso awaiting Yuji under a bridge. Piercing blood. And with one swift movement, Choso decimates the cursed spirits. All but one. Well, we don't have to worry about that, cause Yuji finishes it off. This is incredible. His power has grown since his last battle with Choso. So much that now he's referred to as a demon god. As impressive as ever. Little brother. You're still calling me that? I will continue to do so, until at least you can try and remember. After all, your father had stitches on his forehead, didn't he? Suddenly the conversation is cut off by a young man standing on top of the bridge speaking about being able to find Megumi Fushiguro. Huh? Why are you two standing out in the open? You should be running. This confused Chose and Yuji. Oh wait. You didn't hear, did you? Since Gojo Satoru's gone, your death sentence is back on, but my business is with Megumi, so I couldn't give a crap if you lived or died. But then again, I can't have you running around, so I'll break your legs instead. Tension grew between Naoya and Yuji. I think I'll have him die first, but first I need him to write something for me. And within the blink of an eye, Naoya appears between Chose and Yuji, being able to attack and defend against both of them at the same time. Steps back to admire their ability and decides that maybe he should just kick it up a notch, when suddenly they're all paralyzed by a menacing aura. This has to be Gojo, right? No, wait, it's too creepy. And this source, off in the distance, is the executioner, Yuta Okkotsu, makes his appearance. We don't know who he is, but his intentions are pretty clear, and he can't be that strong, right? Yuta jumps off his platform and with a loud BLAM! The area he lands on comes crashing down. This is not normal. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're Yuta Okkotsu, right? I'm on your side. I'm Maki's cousin, so I'm here to kill Yuji as well, so I won't get in your way, but in return, refrain from telling the superiors about Yuji's murder just for a little while. He's bait for someone I want to meet. This is obviously scaring Naoya, as many thoughts of regret and caution fill his mind while in the presence of the special great sorcerer. Look, Yuji, I want you to run. That bastard with the blonde hair is something, but against someone like the Okkotsu guy, you might as well just be dead, so just run off. I'll hold him back. And I'll meet you in yesterday's spot, okay? Whisper to Yuji. Go! The race was on! Choso ready to use his piercing blood, but is immediately halted by Naoya as Yuji chases for Sukuna's vessel. They're both fast, faster than they expected of each other. This caught Choso's attention, but he should focus on the battlefield because Naoya will take advantage of every single opening. Hey, you use blood techniques, right? Other than your piercing blood, you're pretty damn useless, so I don't need the rest for you to understand. This is pretty much checkmate, so just roll over and die. Then we cut back to Yuji running away from Yuta. A car stands in his way, but that's no biggie, so Yuji vaults over, but Yuta's too fast to have Yuji slow down by even a second. As Yuta maneuvers around the car, Yuji uses her positioning and Maki's training to trick Yuta and throw the car back at him. This is just what Yuji needed, an opening to run, but the car gets tossed back and blocks Yuji's path. I don't look like I'm the power type. I'm actually quite weak. I'm on the weak side, but I have more energy, cursed energy, than Gojo. Gojo's 6 eyes help him with limiting his cursed energy to almost 0. I might have more than Gojo, but unlike him, my energy can run out. But that's enough for this conversation. Yuta darts across and catches Yuji off his feet, but Yuji remembers a faint memory of Nanami. We've got it from here. Those words give Yuji the determination to strive on. Sorry, he just can't die here. So Yuji begins to push on, dodging Yuta's attacks, especially the ones coming from the curse-covered katana. Usually, Yuji doesn't fear blades, but this one's different. Yuta's too strong, so he needs a weapon, so Yuji jumps into a jeep and grabs a survival knife just lying around in there. And with this, hopefully, just hopefully, Yuji has a higher chance of surviving, but that's just the problem. Yuji's too focused on the sword, and that gives Yuta the chance he needs to kick Yuji back and overhead slash him, which cuts through the blade and leaves a wound on Yuji. But this is exactly what Yuji needed, that hit. He jams the blade into the floor and snaps it in half with a kick. This doesn't surprise Yuta. Yuji is Gojo's student after all. Maybe Yuji can win this in a hand-to-hand combat, but that's when hands from an inky black void appear and grab Yuji's face like a mother embracing a child. What's going on here? Rika kindly asks, but Yuta brushes off Rika's concern as we're just playing. Yuji tries to escape, but this special grade revenge spirit is just too strong. It holds Yuji in place, and Yuta uses that opportunity to stab Yuji in the chest. Finally, this catches Sukuna's attention. He's annoyed, but something else, something more interesting is approaching. This cracks a smile on the king's face. Elsewhere, Naoya seems a bit too much of a menace for Choso. With Naoya using the bridge pillars to his advantage, he sneaks up and lays his hands on surprise Choso. Suddenly, Choso is stuck in one of 60 frames per second. This is Naobito's technique. Curse techniques are hereditary, so it makes sense for Naoya, his son, to have it too. Naoya uses this opportunity to kick Choso into a pillar, but this won't stop him because Choso's the oldest of the 10 siblings. This drive leaves Naoya to use an attack we've never seen before, the flowing red scale attack. And that's basically the entire chapter. I found it amazing personally. Yuta obviously is not after Yuji's life, as we can tell from these few chapters, because not only did he apologize after stabbing Yuji Itadori, he told Rika that they were just quote-unquote playing. Like, if Yuta actually wanted Yuji dead, 1, he would have just had Rika kill him right away, and 2, he wouldn't have apologized. I'm pretty sure he would have tried even harder. As for Naoya, I'm pretty glad that his technique is exactly like his father's. It just fills that void of trying to figure out what his technique is. So at this point, Naoya is probably that kid or that person Naobito was referring to when he was talking about that whole rant about kids these days only care about revolution. Revolution, my English. Kids these days only care about resolution. It's 60 frames per second this and 4K that. Yeah, it's pretty like clear that Naobito was talking about Naoya and that whole situation, that rant, which shows that Naoya is just an improved version of Naobito's ability. Now, with this, we also get more of an insight into Gojo's 6 eyes, because now it helps us greatly understand when it comes to making a video about Gojo himself. For example, if you wanted to do a death battle, then you could use this explanation to help justify that Gojo has quote-unquote limitless energy because of the way his 6 eyes work. And that's it. I'm glad to see Rika is back after volume 0, and I want to see a Rika versus Sukuna video, but or a Rika versus Sukuna battle. But Sukuna doesn't seem that interested. He's pretty interested in something else, as we saw, which must obviously mean that Megumi woke up and he's on his way to the location, which will definitely cause problems for Naoya, which might actually make Naoya postpone his whole plans with Megumi. Honestly, Naoya's switch up when he saw Yuta come was actually pretty relatable. I would have done the same when I was in the presence of somebody who's like Gojo, just more menacing. I'd just be like, yeah, boy, I'm about to kill Megumi, I'm about to kill Sukuna's vessel. I'ma just live my life, bro. I'ma become the heir. Oh, shit? For real? Whoa. I know this guy has a relation with Megumi and Maki. And I know, especially if I'm Maki's sibling, this guy just might be easy on my ass. So hold on. Whoa, I'm on your side. Okay? I'm Maki's cousin. And I'm related to Megumi. So don't kill me, right? I'm on your side. Just... yeah! That's how I see it, okay? I'd also be as shitless, like, I'd be as shit scared as the dude was. But in terms of this whole voicing thing, yes, I know, voice variety, I definitely need to come up with that. That whole Rika thing, it pretty much fucked up my voice to the, what's going on here? Because I know Rika's voices sound kind of distorted and also kind of feminine. So I didn't know how to do it. What's going on? I didn't know what to do. I just did what I did, what felt comfortable, sort of. And that's it. Overall, I love this whole fighting thing. Like, this whole fighting mechanic that Gege Akutami is using is more interesting to me, especially in an anime or manga series that has to do with, like, technique. So there's powers involved, but with Yuji versus Yuta, it's more of hand-to-hand combat with, well, blades involved. But you get what I mean. There's more actual human-on-human contact pause instead of actual just let's go ability versus ability, which is the case with Choso versus Naoya. But again, seeing as, well, Naoya's already at the advantage, so Choso has to do what he has to do. He has to try and survive that shit. Now, I honestly love Rika's voice. Well, I expect to see Rika's voice. I'm also excited that Choso's voice is going to be voice acted by the same guy who does Hisoka's voice from Hunter x Hunter. I know it's Hunter x Hunter, but yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. That's all for me in this video, personally. I'm glad it's like short 2 minutes. I managed to burn through 3 chapters that quickly. That's all for me. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe, because that helps this channel grow. Dislike it if you dislike it. This has been Biscord signing out. Bye.